Right. Oh, wait, I am live, aren't I? I've forgotten. Sorry, guys. I completely blanked it. We did have a little technical error there, which I hope it's all been fixed. I'm hoping it has. And, and hopefully we can get straight into the race. I hope everything has, worked properly. I'm hoping. But we will see during the race. 50%. Yeah, okay. I think I've done it right. Um, do. Almost done it. What a very stressful time. I gotta put the thumbnail on. Uh, Everything's a rush. I think I've messed something up. I think I've missed out something. I feel like I have. Um, well, we'll find out in the race if I've missed out anything or not. What a eventful start. Well, now we're gonna enjoy 31 laps of Singapore, and hopefully it will be good. We have got a few extra tries in this time. There's the ones that were just going to be a little bit late. We're now able to make it, so I guess there were some positives from the game, and I think it was my PS4 probably that decided to crash everything and everyone. So session will start in 30 seconds, which is lovely. So we will wait for the timer to go down, and then we will hop on board with. I want to change camera type, but it won't let me. And I'll run you through the order, and I hope I've not messed anybody up. And also we will get this up, and we'll also turn the sound up because I don't think the sound's very loud. Audio settings for. I think I might just be getting deaf. Oh, I think I was. Yes, I think I was. Okay, anyway, in P1 we have Jesper, obviously putting in that lap in quali just before the rain came, and he managed to go 5 seconds clear of P2, which is LH44. So an amazing job to Jesper for putting in that lap, a very tidy lap indeed, considering the conditions were very tricky. In P2 we have LH44 also put his lap in the wet. He was a little bit behind Jesper, so obviously the weather did play a bit more of a bigger part on his lap time, and spillage in the same second as LH44, all within the 149. It was the top 5, other than Jesper, who's done a 144. He is in P3, so good lap from him. Also Joe, another good lap from Joe, who is in P4 after putting in a 149 as well in the wet. And also Apex, our last runner of the dry tyre choices in the wet weather. And then obviously the person who was at the front of the pack on those intermediate tyres was Young White Boy, who will start this race in P6. Why not Beast? Unfortunately, outbroke himself in the first lap of his qualifying when it was dry, and he will start in P7 as he's done his lap on Inters. So did Blyther, who done a good job to get into P8, and Twitch TV Curly is in P9 in the Williams. Tommy is in P10 in... wait. Oh no, he's in Alpine, sorry. And then Tommy is in the Williams. Vano is in P11 in the AlphaTauri. We have the McLaren of Nilla in P12. He joined a little bit later than everybody else, so he did not get any time to do B. And Saki also just sneaked in at the end there to be able to round off the grid in the Haas car, as he also joined late. So good luck to all these drivers, and we will go on board with Jesper for the start of this race. And I think they might have fixed the lights. I think so. But we can't really see them anyway. It's not the best anyway. But it's 3, 4, 5. Are they going to go out on time? It does not look like they are. So we're going to wait for the cars to go. And it looks like they are underway. Jesper does look to get away well. But we can see that in the back already we have the AlphaTauri trying to get past the Aston Martin. And there's so much going on. The two Aston Martins have both been overtaken. LH44 going up the inside of Jesper on turn 1. Also Spillage still defending from Apex, who managed to move up on the Aston Martin at the start there. Young White Boy also pushing to get past, but go back up the field. LH44 is trying to defend that position that he won on turn 1 from Jesper. So a good job to LH44 there for a very solid start. It looks like Twitch TV Curly has fallen back a little bit. He has moved down into P13. Obviously Nilla and Saki are both starting this race on hard tyres, so they are going for an alternate strategy. So I do not expect them to move up any positions for the first half of this race, but the second half, I'm sure they will show us what they have got in that car. And you can see there, Spillage going very deep. Will Apex make a move on that mistake? Does he look to be close enough? I'm sure Spillage now will be burning through his ERS to make sure he can keep that position, and I think he does. Young White Boy not far behind now of the Aston Martin of Joe. So a few battles forming now. It looks like Twitch TV Curly is trying to get past that Haas as well, and I would imagine he has got the pace advantage being on the medium tyres. But we can see a gap being formed. Oh, it looks like Spillage has hit the wall and lost a bit of his wing. Drivers have got to be careful now getting past here, but Spillage looks to have hit the wall, and it looks like Why Not Beast has clipped him going round the corner. It looks like Spillage now is just waiting for everybody to go past, and not going to be good news for him at all, as he's now going to have to pit. You can see it all battling, and Young White Boy, what just happened there? It looked like he went inside him. A yellow sector 3, who is that? I think it might be going slow, but Jesper not far behind LH44, but Apex has fallen back a bit to Jesper, and Joe obviously trying to work his way back on the and one facing them to get podium spots. We all know they have got the pace capable of doing so. Glypher, he on the through, and Vano is dropping back a little bit to the leading mid-pack, we shall say. Tommy did manage to get past Nilla and Saki, so he will be able to now press on and move his way up the field, as he will look to get past Vano along this straight, I would imagine. We'll see if he makes the move going into turn... Oh no, I don't know what turn it is. I am lagging. Well, that's not good at all. Let me see if I can try and sort that. I think Tommy is currently still behind Vano, and we have the McLaren of FN Nilla there, still just in the background, in sight of Tommy. And we got Jesper, who has spun round. So the man who's on pole and was in P2 for the majority of this race, it's only been 3 laps, but you know what I mean. He has spun round, doesn't look to have any damage, so that should be okay for him, but a lot of positions lost there, which I'm sure he will not be happy with at all, as I would definitely not be. It's cleared up a bit now. That is fantastic news, as I've done the good old open my door and let the Wi-Fi in. It always works, proven to be as well, but I'm missing a lot of battles here. Tommy now getting past Vano on the straight. A good job from Tommy there. He's on the hard tyres as well, so he'll be looking to push on. And Joe has got past Apex, and oh no, the 2 Red Bulls have hit. Looks like Blythe will have some damage there after hitting Apex, who got caught up in a tangle with Joe. And obviously young white boy now is still pressing on. He's going to be looking to charge on past Joe now. Along this straight, he will have the DRS advantage, and LH44 is just leaving everybody for dust. He's having a Sunday drive out of the front. Jasper now moves up past Saki and FN Nilla, as he's got much quicker pace in that Aston Martin. Unfortunately, just sliding out on the last corner. Don't know what turn it is called. But anyway, Joe's looking to defend now from two cars, not just one, it is two. It is the Mercedes and the Alfa Romeo. And Why Not Beast just does pick up a 3-second time penalty. I believe that is Nilla who has found the wall. Looks like he's just outbroke himself there, maybe going for a move on Saki or trying to defend from Saki. I'm not sure which one it was. But young white boy still pressing on to Joe, still trying to find that gap to be able to get past him. Why Not Beast just sitting back and waiting for an error to occur that he can capitalise on. And we already have a few drivers pitting. Obviously, Blyther had to come into pit after his tangle with the Red Bull. After the Red Bull and Joe did get tangled up. This is not the camera angle we want. Young white boy goes to the move down the inside and makes it happen. So now Joe, Joe's looking like he's gonna. Oh, I thought Joe was gonna try and make the move back on young white boy in the Mercedes, but doesn't look to be. I think Joe just needs to now stay on the back of young white boy and use his DRS to pull away from Why Not Beast, as Why Not Beast is currently chasing him down, and obviously being on those soft tyres, you've got the greater tyre advantage. So we will stay on board here. Oh my god, Joe goes for a move. Joe is feeling brave today. He went for a move on young white boy, but obviously into the hairpin. It will work or it won't work. There's no in between, and unfortunately there it did not work. Just been out back of Tommy and has just set a fastest sector 2, so he is currently flying. He is not happy about his spin, looking to regain some positions throughout this race, and obviously it is such a long race. I'm sure one safety car will bring him back into it, but I don't think a safety car is going to be needed, as he's currently catching the pack rather quickly. Obviously, he is 3.7 seconds behind Why Not Beast, who is currently in P4. So we'll see now if Jesper can get past Tommy going down this straight, or will he save it for the DRS straight. Obviously, Tommy is on the hard compound tyres, so he's going to go a little bit longer in this race. So will Jesper go down the inside? No, he will not. He'll wait. He'll wait for the DRS coming up, as you can see. Looks like he's going to be getting in position to be able to get a much better exit than to get him on the straight. So we'll stay on board here and see if he's close enough. You can see there the DRS is open, and the pace difference that Jasper has got is huge. And Tommy does brake late, and they do tangle, but Jasper does not give up the position. And looks like LH44 has found the wall, and or not the wall. I think he might have just spun, which does put him now in P4, so that's going to make things very interesting. But back to Jasper and Tommy. Jasper was not able to pass Tommy, as Tommy looked like he just outbroke Jasper going into I don't know the turn. I need to learn the turns. But anyway, we have got LH44 now in P4, which is quite a surprise, and Jasper was actually as close as him to LH44 when Jasper spun. So although he is behind Tommy, he can see LH44 once again. I'd imagine LH44 will now be pushing to catch up onto P3 and make up the ground that he has just lost. Obviously, Joe and Why Not Beast both have 3-second time penalties for like trying to cheat and cut corners. I'm just kidding. Just exceeding the track a little bit too much. But Jasper now looking for that move on Tommy so he can get onto the back of LH44. And when will he be able to make that move? I'm sure it will come soon. Is he close enough? He goes around the outside this time into turn 1, and does he make the move stick? I think he has. So now you can see LH44 in his sight, which is what Jasper could see before he spun. So I'm sure now he's going to be hunting down the Alfa Romeo. He does not have DRS along this straight, so Tommy does not look like he is close enough to be able to make that move. So looks like Tommy will be sat in P6 for a little bit longer now, as obviously there is quite a gap to him and Saki. to split the two positions. Obviously, we do have Spillage trying to make up some ground after what happened to him earlier on in the race. So we'll keep our eyes on him as well. But Tommy is staying on the back of Jesper. He's not showing any sign of slowness. So I believe he has got DRS once again, but so is Jesper on LH44. So now this is not good news for LH44, as he is now being hunted down by Jesper when he wanted to be the one doing the hunting after his spin. Or maybe LH44 has got some wing damage. I don't see it on his car, so I don't see why he's going slow. He had the pace at the start. Maybe he's just gone through too much of those tires early on in his stint. But anyway, Spillage now making to look a move on the McLaren. Would he be able to make one coming up to the DRS straight? Now he goes to the DRS activation zone, and he is in DRS, but I think he's a little bit too far back from the McLaren driver to be able to make a move, so Nilla will survive one more straight. But Jesper now 7 attempts off LH44, and obviously young white boy is flying ahead in that Mercedes. He has left Joe behind. Now it's a 5-second gap, which will not be what LH44 and Jesper want to hear at all. So we're going back aboard with Jesper as we get a very nice helicopter shot there, and we can see Jesper actually braking a little bit later than LH44 into some corners, showing that maybe he's got the braking advantage. He just needs to be a little bit closer, and he has closed a tenth so far throughout this lap, so he has definitely got the upper hand on LH44 throughout this lap, but he's just lost a tenth, 2 tenths. Looks like he's lost the tenth through sector 2, so maybe he's not as strong through sector 2, maybe his setup suits the other sectors more. But you can see here, LH44, oh, I don't know, I think Jesper has got a much quicker straight line speed, as he would have had DRS, wouldn't he? Never mind, that's out the equation now. But we will stay on board with Jesper as he hunts down LH44. See if the gap will close, and as I say, will the gap close? Spillage was alongside Nilla there for a split second, and no, what have I missed? Oh no, don't worry, it's just why not be fitting. I thought the moment I looked away, a move happened. I was like, that is unbelievable. So Jesper still behind LH44, and from the previous lap, he is probably around half a tenth up on LH44. So he is gaining slowly, but we will see what will happen throughout this rest of this race, as obviously Jesper does have the DRS advantage. So when Jesper gets past LH44, if Jesper gets past LH44, would he be able to hold on to that position? You can see Apex coming into a pit again. I believe he has had an incident, maybe a wing change was made. Has he put on the hard tyres? He has gone for the medium tyres, so maybe he's expecting a safety car later on or midway through this race. I'm really surprised that we still got 13 drivers. I expected maybe a safety car to come and say hello, probably around 10 laps in, but so far so good from the drivers. Let's just hope they can keep it up. So Jesper, we'll stay on board with him as he is still trying to get past LH44, but obviously when you got 2 great drivers trying to get past, one's trying to defend, it takes a lot longer than if you're just trying to get past somebody at the back when you've just pitted. And as I say, that Spillage is trying again, but he's just not able to get past Nilla there, just running out of a little bit of track. But now Jesper 5 tenths behind LH44, so he has caught a little bit than the last couple laps, but obviously it is varying corner to corner, and I believe through sector 1 LH44 has got the upper hand on Jesper. So we'll see if Jesper has got the pace to be able to get past LH44, or will he start thinking about an undercut? Because I'd imagine within the next couple laps will be pit windows starting to open, maybe medium hard. So maybe Jesper will look to go for the undercut on LH44, but if he does, will he have the pace to keep him behind him? Because so far we have seen he's only keeping up because of the DRS straights. But already young white boy is flying ahead. He is currently in P1. He is 9 seconds clear plus the 3-second time penalty. That is 12 seconds clear of P2, which is a huge advantage. Obviously, who was it that was in P2 with him? I can't. Why Not Beast? I believe Why Not Beast pitted and is quite far behind still. So I'd imagine young white boy has got this one quite comfortably for at least a podium. So good job to him. But obviously it's not over yet. One slip up and you're gonna have to make that extra stop. So I don't want to speak too soon, and I don't want to give him the commentator's curse. But we will stay on board with LH44 and Jesper, as these two are closest on track within another car. And we have got a yellow sector 3, a yellow sector 1. Who is that? It looks like Vano has lost it coming off of the last turn there. It looks like he has lost an M plate as well on the left side of his wing. So it looks like he's going to have to make a pit stop within the next lap, or he is going to be losing a significant amount of time. He's currently sat in P9, so he isn't doing too bad. He's sat in the points for now, but obviously after this pit stop that he's going to have to make, will that affect his overall finish? I'd imagine it will, but you never know. He might be going straight on to the hard tyres anyway, so he would have had to make the pit stop either way, but obviously he would have lost some time throughout the lap and obviously getting his wing changed, so probably around a good 10 seconds worth of time lost there. But these two staying very, very close to each other, and Jesper's probably getting quite annoyed being sat behind that Alfa Romeo for so long, but sometimes being patient pays off. So we'll see how it goes throughout the rest of these laps, as there is only 20 laps remaining. So we are coming up to the halfway point of this race. What time did Saki do? 1:46. Okay. So Jesper now nearly falling out of the DRS zone. So maybe, just maybe, he's starting to lose a little bit of tyre life compared to LH44, and he's starting to fall back a little bit, as he was pushing quite hard at the start of this battle, but it looks like he is falling back just a little bit compared to LH44. But once again, he is gaining on LH44. So like I said, LH44 has definitely got the upper hand in Sector 1, but I think Sector 2 is Jesper's. But obviously the DRS straights are in Sector 2, this nice long one coming up here, and I'm sure Jesper will gain a 10th or 2. Right here you can see the time dropping down quite heavily, and you can see that he has gained a whole 10th and a half. So FN Nilla there awarded a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. But now LH44 just defending position. Jesper is now 3 tenths within him. Maybe Jesper was saving up his ERS for a push lap, and that is what I think is going to happen here. So Jesper now 3 tenths behind LH44. He's going to be close going into turn 1. Not going to be close enough to be able to make a move, so he's going to have to wait until the next DRS zone. But he is much more closer to LH44 now than he has been throughout this battle. So will he be able to make a move along this DRS straight? They do have a car up in front ahead of them. I believe that is Joe, who is lost quite a lot of time to young white boy, so he's currently flying ahead with first place at the moment. But obviously Jesper there just not being able to have enough to be able to make a move on LH44. But Jesper is still within 6/10 of LH44, so is he going to sit and recharge his battery once again? You see, he has got roughly the same as LH44. I'm sure if any of them are watching the stream, they'll be very pleased to know that I've just told the other driver how much ERS they've got, but hey ho, that's how it is. It looks like Jesper, Joe has actually lost quite a significant amount of time to LH44, and Jesper, I'm not sure if that's just maybe tire life or just down to who's faster. But maybe he's going to do his Aston Martin teammate a huge favour here and hold up LH44 for Jesper to get past. But obviously we don't want anybody colliding, as that is just not the nicest things to see. But I don't know how long the pit stops are, but is young white boy going to come out in this battle? You can see now Joe comes into the pit. LH44 is going out, and oh wait, what happened to Nilla? Nilla has decided just to sit on the edge of the pit lane. So young white boy now comes out of the pits in P4, so he is behind Tommy, and obviously Jesper is starting to lose a little bit of time now to LH44, who is pulling ahead now that Jesper is no longer in the DRS zone. And you see Joe there is coming out right behind Saki, so Joe's come out within a little bit of traffic. Young white boy has also come out in a little bit of traffic, but it is only one car, which I'm sure he will clear quite easily, as Tommy is on old hard tyres. But currently leading this race once again is LH44, and currently sat in P2 once again is Jesper. However, now this was a request from one of you guys that you wanted to see the tyre life of some of the drivers, and I don't know where to find it. It's basically the answer. There we go. There we go. No, what have I done? Ah, there we go. Alright, so you can see the top three there. Oh, looks like Tommy never. White boy's gonna have to wait. No, he's not. He's gonna go around the outside. That's a beautiful move there from young white boy to get past Tommy going into the tunnel now. So you can see the first and second place will still have to pit, and you can see there Jesper has decided to pit, and he has decided to follow LH44 into the pit. So young white boy will now take over and take back P1 position, and that's a spin for the Williams driver of Tommy. He has lost it on the exit of the final corner there. Just want to get back into position. I think young Why Not Beast is going to whiz past him and say thank you very much for the position indeed. But obviously young white boy, I'd imagine, is going to have to pit again. Medium soft looks to be the strategy he is going for. But you can see there Joe has also decided to go for the medium tyres. LH44 has decided to go for the hard tyres. So this is going to make things a lot more interesting for this battle. And Spillage has just retired. What has happened to Spillage? It looks like he's outbroke himself and found the wall, and that's a safety car. So this is going to be in favour for Tommy, because he is in need of a pit stop, and he isn't going to lose as many positions as he would have if he pitted not under a safety car. Yeah, so obviously we're going to have a nice little battle forming up once again when the safety car closes all the drivers together. And you see Apex gone back into the pits. He's on brand new tyres. Oh no, he's just come out of the pits. That's my bad. I was like, oh, why is he going in the pits with brand new tyres? He changed his mind because of the safety car. But you can see the safety car just there, the Aston Martin safety car, waiting for the leader. And I think, oh no, if young white boy passes Oh no. I think Twitch TV Curly is gonna come out behind young white boy, and because of that, he's not gonna be able to pass him under safety car. Oh no. So where is the safety car waiting? The safety car waiting just there. Is Twitch TV Curly gonna have to sit behind young white boy? I think he is. I think he's gonna have to sit behind young white boy. I think he should have pitted the next lap, and that way he would not have got stuck behind the safety car. But obviously you don't think of something like that. You don't think the first place is going to be right there when you pit in your last. Like, it's only been 14 laps. How? So yeah, that's like Twitch TV Curly is going to have to sit behind young white boy, which obviously young white boy is going to love, because he's got a car behind him that isn't even racing him. The Why Not Beast is going to be rather annoyed that he's not even going to be able to get a chance to get past young white boy on the safety car restart. But it's just extra traffic for the other drivers, really, and that is unfortunate for Curly, as he's now going to be stuck behind young white boy. And I mean, he's not really going to be able to make up any positions in this race, as he is so far last. He's going to be a lap down to the next car, which is not what you want at all. And Fano's going to be rather happy, as he's going to be picking up some points. I believe our point system is a little bit different, and I believe he gets points for top 12, so Curly will pick up some points, but obviously he can't make up any hits, so that's really unfortunate for him. But we'll wait for the safety car to slow them all down, and then wait for last 10th place to catch up, which is Vano, and they will work their way around the track nice and slowly. No, look at them, they're whizzing around, going at racing speed, that is, just to catch up with safety car. I believe Apex has not caught up yet, neither is Blyther. Saki is about to catch up, so I imagine next lap the safety car will be in. But we'll stay on board with Vano, as that way we know that the last car has caught up the safety car. Is there a way I can get the bigger map? That would be nice, wouldn't it? How mini map? Full track map. There we go. Oh, why does it not work? Oh, can I? Oh my god, I don't need to change it on my settings. Ah. Well, you know what? I learned something new today. So you can see that the safety car just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 corners away from Vano. So if he can catch within that time frame before the next lap starts, then the safety car will be in this lap. He's probably going to have to catch safety car before sector 3, so I think he's just going to be short. So he's now only 2 corners away from the safety car. I think he might... I mean, if the safety car comes in this lap, he's going to be loving life, because those tyres are going to be up to temperature, and he might be able to make some moves on the car in front. So yeah, he's just come in now, and I believe he might... I think he might have just missed out, so I don't think the safety car will be in this lap, as Sector 3 has just started for the safety car. Which means we're going to be stuck behind the safety car for a whole nother lap, which is fantastic. So we will stay on board. Oh no, safety car in this lap. I'm wrong, like always. So we will get underway on lap 17 of this race with 14 laps remaining. we'll find out what can happen. So it looks like Young White Boy is already gone, and Why Not Beast is so far behind because of the back marker in the pack there. Nothing that the back marker can do about it, though. He is dropping down in positions. Really unfortunate for him about that. Joe's picked up a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Looks like LH44 has defended from Joe. Joe is looking to make the move on LH44. He's eager to get past. And you see both drivers using ERS there to get the maximum power out of their cars. Tommy did not pit onto the pit during the safety car, and he's on the hard tyres. I'm not too sure why Tommy did not pit, but maybe he's going for a hard softs strategy, and obviously he did not want to go onto the softs just yet. But LH44 now is looking to get past the driver on those hard tyres, and as I speak, Young White Boy is trying to go as quickly as he can away from the rest of the drivers as LH44, and Jasper is right behind Tommy, and I'm sure once they get past Tommy they'll be eager to push on to try and take that win that is currently going towards the Mercedes driver away from him. Obviously, it is very difficult to overtake on Singapore if you do not get the overtake stun on the DRS straights. You can see Young White Boy is already crossed the line. You can see on the minimap how far ahead he actually is. He is a whole straight ahead now. We will whack on the tyre times. Oh, that's how you do it. You can get the times and the tyres. I've learned even more today. So you can see that Tommy is keeping LH44 behind, and it is costing LH44 maybe this win, as he's now nearly 8 seconds behind Young White Boy. So he looks to go for the move around the outside. He's got the move done. I don't think Tommy is going to be able to fight back that. And now Jasper's like, I need to get past this guy too. So he is going to be pushing on to try and get past, but LH44 has now got 13 laps to get. Joe's retired. What's happened to Joe? Joe, what'd you do? So that's a virtual safety car there. Joe, it said Joe's retired, but he's still in. Did it say Joe retired? I'm not too sure. His car? Oh, he left the session, I think. I'm not too sure what's happened. There we go. He left the session. So, yeah, I'm really not too sure what happened there with Joe. But he found the wall, but it doesn't look like he's got any damage on his car. So he has moved all the way down to P10, but at least he can still fight back for some of his positions. But you can see Young White Boy is currently 10 seconds ahead of LH44. But obviously, during the nearer end of this race, Young White Boy is still yet to pick, because I believe he has done medium so far. So he'll be going onto those soft compound tyres when it comes to his stint. I believe, I may be wrong. I imagine Tommy will pit. No, Tommy does not pit yet. He's staying on those hard tyres. That is a very strange strategy, but we'll see where it gets him, because he's currently in P3 at the moment. If he does pit, he will drop down to last place, well, P10 obviously. Curly has been stitched up by the game, and I feel rather sorry for him. It's happened to me before, and you just want to quit. You just want to quit the game, but obviously he knows he can get some points just from finishing. So he will try and finish this race, even though how boring it will be. It may decide some crucial points in the championship near the end of the season. You see Jasper, so eager to get past Tommy, as he is currently sat behind the Williams, and he wants to get past as quickly as he can, but going through another DRS zone, he is not able to do so. And LH44, the gap is currently at 9 seconds between him and Young White Boy. 9.3, 9.5 now. But obviously, young white boy is on those medium compound tires, so he is going to be quicker um, in these next couple laps than LH44. So 11 laps to go. So Jasper now looking to get past Tommy. Will he be able to outbrake him? Brake to make the move. And I think he just got a little tap on the back. And Apex now has got past, I believe, or was Apex being? I'm not too sure there, but young white boy now is currently 11.4 seconds ahead of LH44. So when he goes onto those soft compound tires, I'm not sure how much time they lose during the pit stop, but it's going to be close, I think, at the end of the race between those two. And Apex does get past Tommy. So Apex has moved up into P4. He's been quite a quiet driver. We haven't really spoke much of him, but he has worked his way up into that P4 position, which is a solid result if he can stick there. You can see in the back, I'm having fireworks. I'm enjoying the firework display outside, guys. Screw the race. I'm enjoying the fireworks. Nah, I'm just kidding. You can see the gap has actually closed between young white boy and LH44. So maybe a little error for young white boy, or maybe those tires are starting to go off, and he will look to put on the soft compound tires within the next couple laps. Oh no, it was 11.4, wasn't it? Or was it 12.4? I'm not too sure. I can't actually remember. But all the drivers fairly spread out as it stands. So we're just going to enjoy the fireworks outside. No, I'm kidding. We're going to enjoy young white boy putting in a solid drive and currently sitting in P1. He has gained on LH44 4 attempts through sector 2 and 1. So he's still gaining on LH44, but obviously he will still have to make that pit stop. So the gap is now up to 13 seconds between him and LH44. And I thought there was going to be something to comment on, but it's just Vano pitting. I don't really know what to say. So will young white boy pit this lap? No, he will not. So there'll be another whole lap of young white boy actually pulling away from LH44, but he's got to balance this right, as he's got to put those soft tyres on the time where he'll be gaining more on the softs than he will on the medium compound tyres, as he's still going to have to gain a bunch of time on LH44 to be able to get the win, or maybe he will just be aiming to get P2 secured, obviously having to pit once again. So the gap is now nearly up to 15 seconds between him and LH44. So it does look like young white boy has not really gained too much time on LH44 this lap. So will he pit upon the soft tyres? No, you're not. Does he even have to pit soft tyres? I am not too sure. He's actually about to lap Joe there, so I think Joe has left the session though. I'm not. Yeah, I think he actually is a ghosted car. And it looks like Blyther has got past Tommy, because Tommy has finally pitted. I guess he'll be putting on the soft compound tyres, which will bring him out in, well, P7. Because why not? Wait, why not Beast is right behind him, so why not Beast actually got to pit as well? So both drivers will be going onto the soft compound, so we might have a little battle here. So why not Beast now is 2.7 seconds behind Tommy, but he's also only 1 second ahead of Saki, but Saki is on 4 lap old mediums, but he still is in tension, is that the right word, of being able to move up a few positions here. So it looks like Tommy is actually gaining on Why Not Beast on those soft compound tyres, so he looks to be quite strong on that compound. And as I say, young white boy, I did think he has come in to fit the soft compound tyres, so will he be able to gain enough time on LH44 to make a move? But Jesper has actually got past him as well, and Apex, so he's got a lot to catch up on. So I think LH44 is going to win this race. I think young white boy may be able to push into the P2 spot on those fresh tyres, but he's got 6 seconds to gain in 6 laps. There is a yellow sector 1. Who is that? I think it might have been, I don't know. I don't know who that was. The young white boy now. The cap did go up to 3 seconds at one point. But would he be able to gain enough onto Apex And as I say, I'm missing it all. Apex has been passed by Young White Boy. I'm completely sorry I missed that. I'm being really bad this stream. I'm not with it, and I do apologise for that. So Young White Boy now is 1.6 seconds behind Jesper. So I imagine he will be able to get past Jesper. So he's now within DRS, so I imagine he will be able to get past Jesper and be able to keep the P2 position, but I do not think he'll have enough pace to make it past LH44. So I think if LH44 just keeps this together in the next 5 laps, he will keep the win, as Jesper is putting up a fight for this P2 position. He does not want to lose it, and obviously given the spaces he needs to, but in return Young White Boy also needs to give the space, and which he does. So just Young White Boy now pushing on 8 seconds behind LH44. I can't see him pulling 2 seconds a lap on LH44, so I imagine LH44 has got this one secured for the win. So the gap is closing, but I don't think it's going to be a significant amount to be able to catch up. Pacific. Where's the word? God, I've been really bad today. Like I can't get my words out. I don't know what to say. It's not. It's not enough to be able to make a move within these next few laps. So LH44 there does pick up a 3-second time penalty, which may play a part in this final push. So if Young White Boy can catch 3 seconds within the next 3 laps, he will be able to take the win. And at the current weight Young White Boy is going, he will be able to take the win off of LH44 because of those soft compound tires. So these two drivers are now going to be pushing as hard as they can, but I think Young White Boy is going to have this in the bag as long as he does not pick up a 3-second time penalty. So the gap now 1.5 seconds minus the penalties. Well, 4.5 seconds minus the penalties. So the gap now down to 3.7 seconds minus the penalties. That is less than a second within LH44 and Young White Boy. So I'd imagine Young White Boy is going to make the position. What am I trying to say? He's trying to get the position from LH44, and I think he is going to succeed unless those soft tires start dropping off quicker than we think they will. So the gap now down to 3.3 seconds. So just 2 tenths for Young White Boy to gain. And in which he is now within the 3-second time gap of LH44, so currently Young White Boy is in P1. So just 2 laps to go now, and Young White Boy looks to have this one quite comfortable. Just got to stay within the track limits. And Vanno there picking up a 3-second time penalty. So coming on to the final lap shortly, you can see how spread out all the cars are. The closest cars on the track right now is LH44 and Young White Boy, and obviously the 2 drivers there know that the 3-second gap between them is enough to swap the positions due to LH44's penalties. During this time, guys, I know I haven't really been, it hasn't really been one of my best commentaries, but I would like to thank once again Simracer for sponsoring the league to help with the prizes at the end of the season for the Division 1 drivers, so a massive thank you to them. So 2-second gap between him and LH44. I'd imagine he will just be taking it slow and making sure that he does not exceed track limits and get a 3-second time penalty. And Saki is actually looking to make a late move on Tommy, who Saki must have pitted and put on soft tyres. But anyway, we will stay on board with LH44 as he comes to cross the line, and well, he won't be taking P1 unfortunately due to the 3-second time penalty, but he will be taking P2. So it has been a close race. It's just not much entertainment in the race. So LH44 will come across the line to take P2 once Young White Boy comes across the line, and then we will wait for Jesper to who will take P3, and Apex. A pretty solid drive from him in the Red Bull to be able to take P4. As Apex will take P4, and behind him is his teammate Blyther, who will take P5. Why Not Beast will cross the line to take P6, and then Tommy, who is 43 seconds behind, will take P7. Vano has finished the race to take P9. So Tommy and Saki will both be taking P7 and 8, and then Joe and Curly will be taking P10 and 11. So we're just waiting for the AlphaTauri, no, the Hash driver to cross the line, and then that will be our final results for the first round of Division 2. So, when the results pop up. So there you have it, the results for the first round of Division 2. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you next week in the next race for round 2. Thank you for joining me, and have a good evening.